everyone, my loving greetings to all of you. I am very happy to have this opportunity to reflect with you today on the Society of Jesus, the Jesuits, and especially the spirit that continues to animate our mission around the world. The Society of Jesus was founded in 1540 by St. Ignatius of Loyola and his companions. From the very beginning, they were not gathered around power, prestige, or security. They were gathered around a mission rooted in the desire to serve Christ wherever the needs were greatest. So, what is the Jesuit motto? What motto moves Jesuits to go ahead? And that is Ad Maior Dei Gloriam, for the greater glory of God. The Jesuits believed that everything, work, relationship, suffering, hope, study, prayer, and service can become a place where God is encountered and glorified. Yes, let me quote Pope Francis to explain who are the Jesuits. The Jesuit is a servant of the joy of the gospel. Founded by St. Ignatius of Loyola and his companions, the Society of Jesus was born from a simple but radical desire to be available, to go wherever the need is greatest. The Jesuit mission is a mission of reconciliation, a reconciliation with God, with oneself, with others, and with creation. This spirit of reconciliation continues to guide Jesuit mission throughout the world today. So, with this regard, we have organized our preferences to act upon. So, we call UAP, that is Universal Apostolic Preferences. The Jesuits are a religious order of the Catholic Church whose mission is to bring reconciliation, that we have already talked about, justice and liberation, especially to the poor and vulnerable. So, the four apostolic preferences are to show the way to God, to walk with the excluded, to journey with youth, and to care for our common home. These are not idols or something idea, but concrete invitation to action. They challenge Jesuits and collaborators alike to accompany people closely, respond to suffering compassionately, and care responsibly for our world. Some people may ask, how many were and are Jesuits now? The Society of Jesus began with only 6 companions. Very interesting. By the 1960s, the number of Jesuits worldwide had grown to almost 36,000. Today, there are approximately 14,000 Jesuits around the world. Yes, the numbers may be smaller, but the mission has not become smaller. In fact, the Jesuit mission today depends more and more on collaboration, shared responsibility, and partnership in service. Therefore, to serve globally, the Society of Jesus is organized into 6 major conferences. One is CIPAL, Latin America and the Caribbean, JCAM, Africa and Madagascar, JCAP, Asia Pacific, JCCU, Canada and the United States, JCEP, Europe, JCSA, South Asia. This global structure allows Jesuits to respond to local realities while remaining united in one universal mission. This data table that will give you a clear picture about Jesuits worldwide in 2025 and recent one also. So as of 2025, the Society of Jesus has nearly 14,000 Jesuits worldwide. There are novices, scholastics, brothers, and retreats. The largest numbers are found in South Asia and Europe, while strong growth continues in Asia and Africa. Today, Jesuits are engaged in evangelization and apostolic ministry in more than 100 countries around the world. This shows that the Jesuits' mission remains truly global and deeply connected to the realities of humanity. Across the world, the Jesuits continue their mission through provinces, communities, schools, universities, social centers, and pastoral ministries. Even we have regions. So In Latin America and the Caribbean, the Jesuits' presence reaches more than 20 countries with hundreds of institutions and communities. In Africa and Madagascar, the society continues to grow rapidly, especially through young vocations and expanding ministries. The Asia Pacific region is vibrant and multicultural, stretching from Australia to Timor-Leste, from Cambodia to Vietnam. In Canada and the United States, Jesuits remain deeply involved in education. In education, migration, theology, and dialogue. And in South Asia, especially in India, the society remains one of the strongest and most active Jesuit regions in the world. Together, these conferences, reflect one mission shared across many cultures and realities. Jesuit numbers continue to decline due to aging demographics. This reminds us that the mission of the Church constantly moves and renews itself according to the needs of the world. The Jesuit mission survives not because of numbers alone, but because of its spirit, adaptability, and commitment to service. Jesuits have different missions, and what are the very important missions? I have jotted it down. First one is spirituality, education. Then we have higher education, social and ecological ministries, media and communication, youth ministry, pastoral work, interreligious dialogue, missions entrusted by the Pope, and the protection of vulnerable people. One important expression of this mission began in 1980 when Pedro Rupe responded to the suffering to the Vietnamese boat people. Moved by compassion and faith, he called the Jesuit family to respond generously to refugees and displaced persons. That call became the Jesuit Refugee Service. For more than 45 years, this mission has continued across the world, bringing not only assistance but also dignity, hope, accompaniment, and a listening heart to countless displaced people. I'm not going to talk much about contribution of the Jesuits to the Church and the world. Jesuits have contributed greatly in these areas, and the spiritual exercises of St. Ignatius of Loyola continue to guide millions in prayer and discernment. Yes, they use these spiritual exercises. And Jesuits also played an important role in theology, Catholic renewal, and in the vision of Second Vatican Council. Yes, so I am also a Jesuit. I am going through formation. Just now I was ordained as a deacon, and now I'm finishing my theology. So people say that Jesuit formation is long and demanding. Yes, in reality it is, but it makes a person strong and flexible enough to move ahead and do his mission properly. So we have definitely 14 to 15 years to become a Jesuit priest or co-Jesuit brother. So we have different stages. So it includes candidacy, novitiate, college studies, philosophical studies, apostolate ministries, theology. Then we have other studies. Then we have tertianship, and then we become fully member of the Society of Jesus. So beyond these studies, Jesuit formation seeks to form the whole person spiritually, intellectually, emotionally, and pastorally strong. Now, I would like to invite all of you to watch this short video clip on Pope Leo, who comes to meet Jesuits and speaks to them and talks to them and shares his reflection. And as you watch this, I also invite you to reflect on what inspires us most about this mission today, about JRS.
Pope Leo XIV received the Society of Jesus, led by the Superior General Arturo Sosa, in the Synod Hall, and addressed them with these timely words.
The Church needs you at the frontiers, whether they be geographical, cultural, intellectual, or spiritual. these are places of risk where familiar maps are no longer sufficient. There, like Ignatius and the Jesuit martyrs who followed him, you are called to discern, innovate, and trust in Christ.
The Pope invited the Jesuits to walk with the poor and marginalized, and even referred to his new encyclical, Dilexit Te.
In my recent exhortation, Dilexit Te, I emphasize the need to confront the dictatorship of an economy that kills, where the wealth of a few grows exponentially while the majority are left behind. This global imbalance pushes countless people to migrate in search of survival. They leave home, culture, and family, often facing rejection and hostility.
Pope Leo XIV concluded by asking that they not neglect personal prayer or the celebration of the sacraments.
Yes, finally, thank you so much for listening to me attentively and giving your precious time. May we continue to grow in His love. May we find God in all things. May we walk with the excluded, and we may serve the people with compassion and always work for the greater glory of God. May God continue to bless us. God bless. Thank you so much. Bye.